The following portion of Let's Grow It is sponsored by Stutzman's.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. We are continuing now here in Salina at their brand new location with Ben. Ben, you're armed and dangerous right now. What is going on?
You know, as we get into the real warm part of the year, we've been bringing out the heat-loving plant material. But one thing that's really important to be cautious about is the water in our hoses. Because it's hard to imagine if you have your hose laying out, particularly if you're on the south side of a house, and that sun is hitting that hose, how hot that water gets, even by 11 o'clock in the morning. So here's the best way to do that, is open it up, get ready to water. If you're not watering early in the morning, get a flow and feel it.
Okay.
And you will feel when that hot water is out of that hose.
And then you can.
And sometimes it may be so hot you can just barely put your hand in front of it.
Yeah.
But once it gets cooled down, then you're safe, and then you can go ahead and water your plants.
So what's the problem with using hot water for your plants?
You can actually scald the roots. You can actually scald the foliage.
Oh.
And it's not a good thing.
No.
And then also, as we get into the summer months, you got things growing. We kind of have this term, plants like people need food.
Yes.
And so definitely, if you haven't been to this point, you really need to fertilize your plant material. And ideally, at the rate given, of course, we prefer Stutzman's fertilizer.
Yes, absolutely.
But at the rate given, about once a week to your containers. And that's easily done. Just if you have a bucket or something, the amount for, if it's a 2-gallon, 3-gallon bucket, the amount for that, and it gets dissolved, and it just water those plants if on your patio planters and things like that, that way.
Yeah, and it just depends. Each plant's going to be different on how often to water it as well.
Correct. I've got a few different samples right here.
Yes.
Impatiens.
Yeah.
And this is one that, as a hanging basket, in baskets particularly, when we turn to 100 degrees, it really is best if we possibly can have them positioned to where you have shade in the afternoon. And that goes for almost any basket in this size of basket. Now, if you have a really large, and I'm saying really large, you have a soil volume that may hold that okay. Patio planters, what I have here is a lantana, and it will take triple digits without any problem at all, even in that size of container. But when we turn to those kinds of temperatures, most likely you will be watering every day. And sometimes, the preference would be for us, if you did it about 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, last right on through the day. Some things would be okay to water in the evening, but there's some things that you want to be careful with. Roses I'd be cautious with, just because of the fact that you're more likely to get powdery mildew and things like that. So just a few little tips there for when we get hot.
Yes, and if people have any more questions or tips about the heat, they can always email Jason.
Absolutely, at questions@stutzmans.com. And we also have some YouTubes that you can see some of the things that we do and how we do it. And may be helpful there.
Yeah, definitely helpful. What do you say we spray Kelly behind the camera really quick?
You have no idea how much I would love to do that.
As long as we don't get the camera
That's right. That's right.
Check out your local garden center this summer. Ben, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, more of Good Day Kansas coming up next.
The preceding portion of Let's Grow It is sponsored by Stutzman's.
We would like to say thank you to everyone who has shared and enjoyed the healthy lifestyle of gardening with us. Hi, this is Ben Miller. It's still Stutzman season. It's time to add or freshen up with our beautiful heat-loving summer plants that are now in stock at all our garden centers. These plants will pair perfectly with the planted flowers or enjoy them as stunning patio planters or hanging baskets. Just arrived. Gorgeous tropical houseplants plus cactus plants for your patio or home. Visit one of our garden centers or find us on Facebook or Stutzmans.com.
At Stutzman's Greenhouse, everything's green with us.